Welcome back to Grammar Grade 7. This is Unit 1, Lesson 6, and it's the last lesson of the unit. Today we put everything together and look at how whole sentences are built. We'll meet simple sentences and compound sentences, and then we'll tackle a famous writing mistake called the run-on, along with 3 quick ways to fix it. By the end, you'll be able to build stronger sentences and repair the tangled ones. Let's get started. Before we sort sentences into kinds, we need one key idea: the clause. An independent clause is a group of words with a subject and a predicate. Because it expresses one complete thought, it can stand alone as a sentence, all by itself. Hold on to that phrase, stand alone, because everything today depends on it. Simple sentences, compound sentences, and even the mistakes called run-ons are all just different ways of handling these clauses. So remember, sentences are built from these clauses, one or more at a time. Let's start with the simplest kind, and it's even named that way, the simple sentence. A simple sentence is just one independent clause, standing on its own. Take this one. The lighthouse keeper waved at the ships. There's the subject, the lighthouse keeper, and there's the predicate, waved at the ships. One subject side, one predicate side, joined into a single complete thought. That's the whole recipe. When you have exactly one independent clause, you have a simple sentence. Now here's a twist that trips a lot of people up. A simple sentence can look bigger than one clause, yet still be simple. Watch this. Diego and Priya washed the car. That has 2 subjects, Diego and Priya, but only one predicate, and it's still a single clause, so it's still simple. We call that a compound subject. It works the other way too. The rooster crowed and strutted. That's one subject, the rooster, with 2 verbs, crowed and strutted. That's a compound predicate, but again, it's still one clause. So doubling the subject or the verb does not make a compound sentence. As long as there's only one independent clause, it stays a simple sentence. Now for the star of the lesson, the compound sentence. A compound sentence is 2 independent clauses joined together. Each clause could stand alone, but we link them because their ideas belong side by side. Listen. The rain fell hard and the river rose. Pull it apart and you find 2 complete sentences hiding inside. The rain fell hard is one. The river rose is the other. We joined them with a comma and the word and. So a compound sentence takes 2 clauses that could each stand alone and links them as equals. How exactly do we join 2 clauses into a compound sentence? There are 2 ways, and both matter. The first way is a comma plus a joining word. Those joining words are and, but, or, nor, and for. Here's one in action. The path was steep, but we kept climbing. Notice the comma, then the word but, linking the 2 clauses. The second way is even simpler, a semicolon, all by itself. The sky cleared, the stars appeared. That semicolon does the joining with no comma and no conjunction at all. One rule ties both together. Each half must still stand alone as its own sentence. Now, let's meet the mistake this lesson is really about, the run-on sentence. A run-on happens when 2 independent clauses are jammed together with nothing to join them properly. Look at this. The bell rang. Everyone rushed out. Can you feel how it crashes from one idea straight into the next? There are 2 full sentences in there. The bell rang and everyone rushed out. But there's no comma and joining word, no semicolon, and no period to separate them. When 2 sentences run together like that, you've got a run-on, and it needs fixing. Good news, every run-on has 3 easy fixes, and you get to choose. The first fix is to split it into 2 separate sentences with a period between them. The second fix is to add a comma plus a joining word, like and, but, or. The third fix is to join the 2 halves with a semicolon. All three do the same job in different ways. They give the clauses a proper boundary, so the reader can tell where one thought ends and the next begins. Let's watch all three repair the very same run-on. Here's our run-on. The campfire crackled. We told stories. Two clauses, nothing between them. Now let's fix it three ways. Fix 1. Split it. The campfire crackled. We told stories. 2 clean sentences. Fix 2. Add a comma and a joining word. The campfire crackled, and we told stories. Fix 3. Use a semicolon. The campfire crackled. We told stories. Every version is correct. Same idea, now expressed as proper, complete sentences. Pick whichever fix fits the rhythm you want. Let's practice. In this first set, decide whether each sentence is simple or compound. Remember the real question: how many independent clauses are joined? And watch out for compound subjects and compound verbs, which keep a sentence simple. Pause the video and choose before I reveal the answer. The kitten pounced and the puppy chased. Split it at the comma. The kitten pounced is a full sentence, and the puppy chased is another full sentence. 2 independent clauses joined by a comma and the word and. So the answer is compound. Ella and Sam organized the whole fundraiser. It's tempting to see 2 names and say compound, but slow down. There's only one predicate, organize the whole fundraiser, and only one clause. Ella and Sam is just a compound subject, so the answer is simple. The lantern flickered and then went dark. Here, the word and joins 2 verbs, flickered and went dark. But they share a single subject, the lantern. That's a compound predicate inside one clause. So the answer is simple. In this second set, we focus on run-ons. For each item, decide what you're looking at, or pick the choice that fixes the problem. Keep your eye out for 2 clauses crashing together with nothing between them. Pause and decide before I answer. We hiked all morning. We rested at noon. Listen to how it slams 2 ideas together. We hiked all morning is one clause. We rested at noon is another. And there's no comma and conjunction, and no semicolon between them. That makes it a run-on. So the answer is run-on sentence. The movie ended, and the crowd applauded. Check the join. 2 independent clauses, and between them, a comma plus the word and. That's exactly how a compound sentence is built, so nothing is wrong here. So the answer is compound sentence. The phone buzzed. I ignored it. This run-on needs a real boundary between its 2 clauses. The first choice adds a comma and the joining word but. The phone buzzed, but I ignored it. That fixes it cleanly. The second choice just adds a word and leaves the clauses jammed together. So the answer is the first choice. Let's gather everything up. A simple sentence is a single independent clause, and it stays simple even when it has a compound subject or a compound predicate. A compound sentence joins 2 independent clauses as equals, using a comma with a joining word, like and, but, or nor, or for, or else a semicolon. And a run-on is what happens when 2 clauses are crammed together with nothing between them. You fix it by splitting it, by adding a comma and a conjunction, or by using a semicolon. That wraps up Unit 1. You can now build sentences, spot the fragments and run-ons, and repair them with confidence. Wonderful work. I'll see you in the next unit.